AYC, this is Keith from Shuffle. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we've been working on. First, to get to Shuffle, you can open up your web browser and go to https://www.shuffle.fashion. That will bring you to our login page where you can either type in your email and password to sign in or sign up. I already have an account, so I'm going to sign in. Once you sign into Shuffle, you are brought to our homepage, which currently is used to see featured listings. So Morgan came up with some of these categories for things people might be interested in. So accessorize, staying cozy, at the gym, warm days, etc. And went through and found some of the different listings that she wanted to showcase on Shuffle. So say I'm interested in this pair of shoes. If I click on it, I then am brought to the listings page where I can see more pictures about the listing and get more information about the listing. I can also see if the listing is at Shuffle, which means that if I hit this buy now button, I could go pick up these shoes at Shuffle. You know that we verified them to make sure that they are what they say they are, and that they are readily available at Shuffle. So the buy now price is currently $5 higher than what the seller has listed it for. So this would be a $45 is what the lister is looking to get, but the buy now price is $50. We take a $5 fee from that, and that is how Shuffle plans to make money, is just by that fee on top of the buy now price that is passed on to the buyer. But the key feature of Shuffle is the I'd Shuffle That button. So here, if I hit the I'd Shuffle That button, it is the equivalent of like a like or saving the listing. You can think about it that way. But when you do this, it then indicates to Shuffle that you would like to get these in a trade. So if you have other items that are in that $45 plus or minus $5 range, that would allow you to trade for these. Shuffle will use its multi-party trading algorithm to look through and pair up to 5 different users to make sure each one can get the item that they want and make sure that they give an item of equal value. So the end goal of Shuffle is to make it so people can, without remorse, go through, scroll through, like a bunch of things using the I'd Shuffle That button, and then get a bunch of different trade offers, and that is how you would be able to clean out your closet and find your next great outfit. Moving on to the Explore page, this is where you can see all of the listings on Shuffle. Right now we just randomly scramble these to make sure that you're not looking at the same listing at the top all the time. We're looking to improve that by adding search and filter functionality, but here you can see all the different listings that people have added onto Shuffle right now. Next, we have our add listing page. So here you can see, or here you can add pictures, write the information for the listing that you want to make, and then hit submit listing. Pretty straightforward stuff there. Moving on to the notifications page, if I had any notifications, this is where you would see them. This would let you know if anybody bought your clothes, and how to contact us right now to make sure you would get a Venmo payout. In the future, that'll all be integrated into the app instead of using Venmo, but that's the way we're doing it right now. And if you had any trades, we would put that in as well. So lastly, here we have our profile page. So here you can see I don't have any listings. I'll add some in the future though. And then you can see these shoes that I've liked here. And then if I had a whole bunch, I could hit the see all, and that would basically just look like the Explore page, but with just the listings that I've liked. Here we have our settings where you can go through, see all of your listings here. We have a help page that has some information, and here you can log out. Moving away from the web app, here we have a generic floor plan that Sabrina threw together. So this is what we kind of envision Shuffle to be. We want to make it so We're much cheaper than like a normal consignment store where we have this back of house operations back here, where we have considerably more storage for clothes. We don't have to make it like a retail display space. So basically you would walk into Shuffle, you could then go to the lobby, say what listings you're interested in. Our Shuffle employee could then go into the back, grab all the different clothes off the automated clothing racks, bring them out to the front, and then you could go into the other room where you can try things on and use this runway area to kind of photograph with your friends, or eventually want to have a camera set up where you can create listings here. So obviously we're really trying to say that this would be a lot cheaper than creating a regular consignment store. We're looking at how you would use commercial garment racks like that you would use if you had a dry cleaning service. So here you can store a lot more clothes on this automated rack. It's much easier to find the clothing, and basically you can just peruse the app, find all the things you want, go to Shuffle. The person will go into the back, get all those items. It makes it very cheap for this entire back of house operations, because you don't have to worry about making the store look as nice back here, and you can focus on just making the front look much nicer. And then you also can store a lot more clothes in the back, because you can do it two-story or other ways that you wouldn't necessarily do if it were just like display space. All right, moving on to our simulator here. So we created this Rust code to actually run the algorithm. We don't have that connected to the web app just yet, but what we have done is we've run it in simulations, kind of setting these different settings of what we think an average user might look like. So we have the number of users, the number of listings they have, the number of listings they view on average, the number of listings they create per month, the number they purchase per month, and the number of listings they like every month. And then we're also setting the trade depth here to 5, because that's what we're expecting to start out with. I can then run this code. And what this will do is it will show us how many purchases and trades we should expect. So here we're saying 522 trades. That's because we expect there to be 500 users, 500 purchases. So we expect 1 purchase per month, 500 users. We're running the simulation for 1 month, and there's some randomness involved. So we estimate it to be 522 purchases. Then we can move on to the different trades, and we can see just how many trades at each depth there are. So this is trying to take whatever trade is smallest first. So see here there are 35 2-person trades. So those are preferred by the algorithm. It will pick those first. And then if there's nothing, it will move on to the next day or go into the further depths. So here there are 35 2-person trades in the month, 129 3-person trades, 410 4-person trades, and then a whopping 987 5-person trades. Altogether, you can see that there are many more trades than there are purchases, and that there are this many items left over that were not purchased or traded for. So this is a very crude simulation, but it proves that the algorithm works. We were able to find the trade successfully at the different depths, and it kind of told us how we should expect this to exponentially grow, and that's what our whole assumption is based off of here, is that it's an exponential growth, which will then make it so we can have much smaller networks that are self-sustaining. So if we have one physical location, we need a lot less users to be able to successfully make this like a self-sustaining network if we're talking about network effects. We'll hope to add different distributions. So right now we have a lot more power users that have a lot more than 5 listings per user. So we have some users that have as much as 45 listings. And then right now we have a lot of listings that have, or a lot of users that have 0 listings because they haven't created their first listing and brought it to Shuffle yet. So you can kind of see here that we need to create a distribution and then rerun our simulation to kind of see what it'll look like with different distributions, but just averaging it out to 5 listings per user, which I think is pretty close to what we have right now. If we looked at our database and averaged it out, that's about what we get. And you can see here that we have a lot of trades. I hope this was interesting, and I hope to see you guys at YC. Thanks.